How's it going, everyone? This is Captain here, and today I will bring you top 5 urban legends you have probably never heard of. By the way, my iPad is right next to me, and that's what I'll be reading off of because I typed everything on there, and so that's why my eyes will be coming back and forth, and I just want to point it out before I get started. This urban legend comes from Sydney, Australia, and features a bizarre story regarding a choking Doberman dog. One night, a couple who had been out for a few too many drinks came home to find their dog choking in the living room. The man panicked and fainted, but the woman decided to call her old friend, a vet, and arranged to drop off the dog at a vet clinic. After dropping off the dog, she decides to go home and get her husband into bed. It takes her a while to do this, and in the meantime, the phone rings. The vet screams hysterically that they need to get out of the house immediately. So without any clues as to what's going on, the couple leaves the house as quickly as possible. As they come down the stairs, several policemen run up to meet them. When the woman asks what the problem is, a policeman gently tells her that the dog was choking on a man's finger. A burglar must still be present in their home. Soon enough, the former owner of the finger is found unconscious in their bedroom. The story is also known as the boyfriend's death. A girl and her boyfriend, both of them college students, are making out in his car. They have parked near the forest of Rambouillet so that they won't be seen by anyone. But when they're finished, the boy gets out to get some fresh air and smoke a cigarette, and the girl waits for him in the safety of the car. After waiting for 5 minutes, the girl gets out of the car to look for her boyfriend. Suddenly, she sees a man in the shadows. Frightened, she gets back in the car to drive away. But as she does this, she hears a very faint squeak, followed by more squeaks. This continued for a few seconds until the girl decided that she has no choice but to drive off. She hits the gas as hard as possible, but can't go anywhere. Someone has tied a rope from the bumper of the car to a nearby tree. Finally, the girl slams on the gas again and then hears a loud scream. She gets out of the car and realizes that her boyfriend is hanging from the tree. It turns out that the squeaky noises was made by his shoes scraping across the top of the car. Yeah, what a way to die. According to this legend, a couple was driving home from church with their baby, arguing about something. The rain was falling in torrents, and they soon found themselves having to drive over a flooded bridge. As they started across, the water was deeper than they first thought, so they got stuck and decided to get out of the car to find help. The woman stayed behind, but left the car for reasons we can only guess at. While her back was turned to the car, she heard a baby crying out loudly. She returned to the vehicle only to find her baby had been carried away by the water. According to the same legend, if you go to that same bridge, you can still hear the baby crying, even though the bridge's location is unknown. Huh? This is a story about a little girl in Scotland who hated life so much that she wanted to destroy every last trace of herself. She finally decided to commit suicide, and shortly afterwards, her family found out what she'd done. In a horrible twist, every member of her family died only a few days later, too, their limbs torn apart. The legend says that when you learn about the White Death, the girl's ghost might come and find you and knock repeatedly on your door. Each knock gets louder till you open the door and she kills you for fear that you'll tell someone else of her existence. Her main goal is to prevent anyone from knowing about her. Well, I'm gonna flee the country, so I'll see you guys later. Sometime in 1989, Russian scientists in Siberia drilled a borehole 14.5 kilometers deep into the Earth's crust. The drill broke through into a cavity, and the scientists lowered some equipment to see what was down there. The temperature was more than 1,000 degrees Celsius, but the real shocker was the sound recorded by their instruments. They only captured about 17 horrifying seconds of audio before the microphone melted. Convinced that they'd heard some screams of the damned in hell, many of the scientists quit the job immediately, or so the story goes. Those who stayed were in for an even bigger shock later that night. A plume of luminous gas burst out of the borehole. The shape of a gigantic winged demon unfolded, and the words "I have conquered" in Russian were seared into the flames. Even though today it is considered to be a hoax, there are many who believe that this incident really happened. The Well to Hell urban legend remains alive to this day. Well, let's jump in it. I think that'd be really fun. Well, guys, that's it for today. I hope you all enjoyed, and sorry for my stuttering almost like every second. But yeah, hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, make sure you subscribe, rate, comment, do whatever. And if not, then I love you. I love you a lot. I love you so much that I'm just gonna, oh, I'm getting so heated. Oh, I'm just gonna. Anyways, I really do hope you guys liked my video, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys all in the next video. Bye, everyone.